Bahlalini, sibuyile. We're back. It's another Friday. I feel like I'm a rapper. Back in the day, man. Sibuyile. Zimatskap. Okay, you sibuyile. We're back. It's a Friday. Weekend, guys. Back. I think my title should be playing now. Building. Sibuyele, we're back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the show. Price during the week sent me this other video. I think it was yesterday night, of this famous video intros. I think we should do that. So I'll put in the drama, I'll put it in here. So I'll say Price sent me this video. Boom. Yeah. So not just an intro, but we are going to be doing those intros.
I mean, what's this
Jamaican from the best friend? I'm learning the talk. Shout out to my friend Tebow. Price?
Yeah.
How's Throwback?
Throwback. I couldn't have a trick in Shanghai. Throwback. Hey, I trick.
I hear you spend like $60 a quality and so on. The price is still a walker, guys. Too serious.
Hey, try to walk.
Yeah, that's it, try to walk. Yeah.
Otherwise, Throwback mind. Guy ifuna nje bakwazi usustainer dibe grand disebenze, otherwise akho nix feel family colleagues. Yes, otherwise command.
That's good. We're good. It's good to know that as Abakai we come from the same area. As the last video people have seen that we are from Episho, by the way. Capital town.
So
we grew up almost together. Our mothers are friends and our fathers are friends. But speaking about hometown people, call chips Zolicha for National Treasure, Kubanjan, Vendo, National Treasure funding.
I'm just a king, you know. I'm a king. You must sorry, my day, 10%. Look, I'm
kind of nobody's keep us like
I said, WhatsApp. Yeah, I know, that's why.
Shout out to Aya, by the way. Shout out Kaya, one of the young ones who grew up with here.
Lukanya, I know the village of Lukanya is around King Williamstown, and I've also been Kenambona. I saw Malcolm Andrew at Dale Fields.
What's going on at Dale Fields? Because I think it's December and go to all those Eastern Cape born kids, since we're all fanatic. It's these people play rugby in December. I don't know what's going on there at Dale Fields.
At Dale, but then they're nice. It's called Malcolm Andrew.
For people who don't know Dale, when we talk about Dale, we talk about where Makayantini comes from, ne?
Dale College,
who else? Famous Springbok.
I have Springbok.
No, just general sports people. Tobani Popo.
Yes, there's quite a few.
Yeah. Unatsika, Baleka commentate.
Ukawunda
as well.
Ukawunda,
Unatsik Balenga, man.
I'm trying to think.
I love this guy, man. The dark
Uzonde kwayifunda?
Yeah, Dale Uzonde. Man, he commentated man Papa's cause rapping. I'll put a picture of him down below. That guy is referring to this guy.
All right.
Yeah,
okay, so Malcolm Andrew is at Dale College.
So where is Dale College, by the way? Where is Dale College?
Dale College is a King.
The
power the first team. The first team A field. I think it is A field. I think it's called the Ray Jennings Field. No? Yes.
Okay.
So in Payana, it's a very, very nice place. The chefs are corner. The food, book randy, beer yabanda, screens of games. I think quite a history because you has won Ungxizi players as a game.
This is quite nice. I mean, since we stay in Joburg and we
I think
then when we go home this December, obviously we are in November, so
Yeah,
it's next December. Something was checking out. I didn't even know that because whenever I'm back in Eastern Cape, I'm always from a Bishop. Then I'm always in East London. I didn't know that King has got something to do.
Yeah,
But again, anyway, for those who don't know King Williamstown, you can just Google it on the map. It's called Ekron or a King.
Yeah.
It's got a famous school called Dale, where most of
Amadoda.
yeah, whatever they call them. Anyway, moving on to the topic of national treasure. Say apparently national treasure. Okay, look at your arm. I call it national treasure because he's been nominated all the way from King Williamstown, but nominated for the World Rugby Player of the Year.
Yo.
What do you think his prospects are, Price? I mean,
there's another location, but into kaLukhanyo inzima man. Okay, ayikho nzima but ilula because uLukhanyo we all know uba uyadlala.
best number 13 in the world.
Yabo. And together even kwakula list there's DuPont, there's
You have to point
16
2016 Van der Flyer. Josh Van der Flyer, and then there's the Hudson Park Foundation. I am one denier, Eastern Cape guy.
To get up about uLukhanyo game. Kula list akho survey. Imagine.
That's kind of shocking.
Yeah, like
It always comes back to the concept I always maintain about World Rugby Price, and World Rugby is another subject. By the way, on Twitter, if you look for, I'm the weekend guy, but on Twitter you look for E&M Group Media. I've got the red block there. I'm always commenting, and I support Razi Erasmus, by the way. But we'll come back.
Yeah.
But you know, the thing about any award in a non-World Cup year, it's unless someone has won the soccer is easy. If you win the Champions League, most goals, it's easy to make you Ballon d'Or. You need to show something. In rugby, it's much more difficult to actually to actually differentiate from the different attributes, the different players, the different nominees who have been nominated, and those who have not been nominated on the field of play. Excuse me, I did that. What on the field of play? What have they bought? So you're talking about Lukhanyo arm. Yeah? From a winning perspective, the Xhosa winner the last year. The Springboks didn't win anything, but we all know he's a general. He's created tries, amazing tries. In losing games, but he's able to create. Addis Ababa, although New Zealand lost the series against Ireland at home, but was still a standout player. Okay, Johnny Sexton, he's an a-hole, I'll bleed that out, but because of the throwing to the ref. But otherwise, you can't deny that he has to be there. Based on what the Six Nations... because in the Six Nations, apparently, Johnny Sexton, he didn't lose the game. But he was not present in the game Ireland lost against France when they lost the title. So unbeaten all year. Beaten once this year by the All Blacks when they won 2-1 and then they beat us. They've been cleaning out. So deservedly, Johnny Sexton deserves to be there. We can't talk about Josh Van der Fly. For me, the Hudson boy, I watched the game from a world perspective. That guy is a beast. That guy is a beast. We can't deny that. If he had stayed at home, Springbok material, obviously. I mean, that guy is a beast. I've watched him from the club rugby in Leinster. So he's been dominating. He's been beasting Six Nations. I watched them. So ever since we started getting into the URC, that last year season, I was always following him. The Red Scrum cap. The guy's a beast. Certified beast for me. So he deserves to be there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
100%.
So these four guys dominated, deserve to be there. I would understand if World Rugby, they run out of spaces. You understand what I'm saying? So they had to eliminate these guys. I'll survey, but when you put them against Lukhanyo, no. Against Johnny, no. Josh, no. That's how they didn't make it.
Ebenezer Beth.
Didn't make it.
It's tricky, man, because world classes on his players.
So
world classes on
whoever takes it will be, for me in my book, and I've got one in the E&M Group Media. For me in my book, whoever takes it will be deserving.
Obviously,
whoever takes it,
obviously, Tina says for
Lukhanyo. But if you look at it from the perspective, now Johnny Sexton the only game he's been quiet is when they lost in New Zealand, and the first game is Springboks. He got hit hard.
He just recovered. That's why he didn't play last week against the I think they were playing some Japan or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I seem to be corrected on that. He got hammered by the Springboks, and then last week now he's only coming back to play match England or no, they're playing Australia. Ireland's playing Australia this weekend.
Okay.
Johnny Sexton is back. Yeah, well.
Okay.
But for me, as far as the nominees, Ulukhanya is up against stiff competition.
Yeah, kuzobanzima pha.
But for the fact that it's been nominated, for us,
the top 4.
top 4.
Yeah, the top 4 inzima.
It's tough.
Like awukwazi ulanduka. If you're studying sport and you're studying sport, especially rugby, like awukwazi uzokhupha player ethile kula top 4. Like inzima, it's very tricky. It's very tricky because zonke the players that deserve. Yeah, but even though I still feel like the corner players now. So and the husband, why get off 4 man?
Because we're going to be discussing the technicals of Smuile or ref, Smuile with processes of world rugby. I still maintain and I say world rugby is run by old people who don't want to embrace technology and who do not want to see the game move forward. We talk about the officiating. You understand what I'm saying? There are ways to be in any situation. We need to move this officiating matter forward. World rugby.
Yeah, it is.
You know, we've been talking about the referee, and in my book, this is just my book, the referee should not be an issue in a rugby game.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
He's an administrator of the rugby game. Not be a standout issue. You know, if you caught the France game last week, going back to that, you know, there are some issues Banu Razi has raised, and subsequent that it's been suspended for them.
For 2 games.
For 2 games, yeah. The suspension, the suspension is so weak that I could justify it because they know they are wrong. You see, I don't want us to dwell on this issue of discussing. We can talk the whole day. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's a sad situation, but it reflects on who's the president of each organization, the ages of the presidents of the unions around the world. You know what I'm saying? The president of the World Rugby, the old guy, that guy. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we look at Uras is progressing the game in where it needs to go in the future. It's like if you look at this before FIFA and the current FIFA, only when they took out those old guys, FIFA became a more transparent, VAR accepting organization. As soon as you're still keeping those 70-year-olds and 60-year-olds there, they're going to stick to the values of the game and the respect of the game. They don't understand the entertainment aspect of the game. We need to be entertained.
Hey, yeah, ref kunzima uphuma kule topic as much as
sifuna. Yeah. But I think we're gonna go as far as I think Silwe enough put Twitter before enough.
Going back to that game here, Springboks ne France. France, iyofumana itry emdaka. Bude athi uRuss i-chances zoba kucime ilanduka TMO. Zikho TMO nakudaphi ne?
Yeah, it is TMO.
So i-chances zoba kucime i-TMO kanye ngala xesha uthi i-chances bezilow kakhulu. Like kwenza kanjani man i-TMO ucime exactly ngela xesha ifuneka ngalo ilanduka i-TMO kuvese kuthiwa makumuve on i-try hour
because it's supposed to
France.
Yeah,
because because national team there, national pride and yazi needs the particular game.
And we're talking about
it needs the particular game. And yazi nokwenza njani uthuma nomntana yapha phezulu and yazi nokwenza njani and yazi because i-trick imalanto icima njani TMO because I believe by technology esetyenziswayo phayana
it's
the best of the best. Yes,
best.
So icima njani ke
that stands to be corrected. That if does World Rugby use the best technology there is to use in the sport, are they at the same level is the TMO at the same level as VAR, for example?
Yeah, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, yes.
That's the problem. This is the question which needs to be answered about World Rugby. Is World Rugby at the same level as FIFA, for example?
I don't think so.
So viewers, please feel free to comment down below and answer this question. We're asking you this question. Is the World Rugby TMO at the same level as the FIFA VAR team, or what they call, or the F1, I'm an F1 fan, so is this video
Nice cheese, by the way.
Thank you. Is this organization at the same level as other organizations? You can talk about the NPA, you can talk about all the sports who are refereed at an international level.
Yeah. Iphinde ke ngoku kule topic your ref ikhona nenye incident yesibini le la pass ka Villero wenza pass ko tie forward pass khange beko highlights khange sibona na highlights of thina khange kubuyele back kuyo kuveswe ibhola yawolisa kuthiwa ibhola ye France.
It's another question that you're asking that is why is so if World Rugby wants to be a neutral organization, why is it broadcasting a match and the match highlights or the match slow motion being left up to the controlling broadcaster? Yeah, because SuperSport is supposed to give them the feed. Why don't they have their own feed, which is exclusive to them with their own angles, so that when they make a decision, you don't have to, if the SuperSport feed is down, they're not depending on that. They are on their own line. These are the kind of questions we need to get answered.
Yeah.
But we need to accept that I'm going to say on this podcast, World Rugby is a collapsing organization. Hence, people have been calling for a Netflix investigation into the organization, because what I'm referring to in the Sepp Blatter era FIFA, there is a Netflix series.
Yeah.
Taking a deep dive into what was going on that era. We're talking about the Issa Hayatos of that time. Those guys were corrupt.
Yeah.
That's a given. So we don't know whether the current regime of rugby is corrupt as well.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Kasinike ngoku Dlamini Fondini kule SAA. Kwezi twins zakho zithandayo Fondini.
Zininzi ke players bendizithembile kule SAA. Zininzi players bendizithembile. To name a few, Sasha Mgomezulu.
Usasha. Let's just step there. Let's just highlight a few ones. Sasha was the first game international level, senior international level. Was abused under 20, but now senior national level. I feel like the SAA matter at this stage is a very good concept. At this stage, poorly executed yes. Because of the time frame. Yeah? We are building for the World Cup. So, SAA games, the last two SAA games, made our pool of players look like we have two groups. A and O B. Yeah, the A team and the B team. But the B team at this current moment is very poor. But what does that mean? Yeah? The B team is not poor in a sense that they're not good players. No. They are poor because they have not played together.
Yeah,
they don't play together regularly. So what they need to do, this thing, I feel like it's simple. On a test weekend, when the Springboks are playing, the SAA team should be playing as well. As a warm-up, or a week, on the test week, Ungxizi should have the SAA team. Now, it's going to create a little bit of a conundrum for Ungxizi should have more time with his team. So what does that mean? Unfortunately for Ungxizi, it means now he's going to be the SAA coach, not the Springbok assistant coach. Unless the games are organized in the same week. Yes, same salary or a little bit more salary, okay, same salary. But he's developing as a coach and the players are developing as well. He has constant meetings with the Springbok coach, constant meetings with the director of rugby, so that they all play the same, they groom the players. But Ungxizi, if you're going to be an SAA coach, you need to have the same meetings under 20 coach and the club team coaches. That's something. It's a good initiative, but I feel like we should not lose hope on that. What they're doing is a very good initiative. Take it to sound.
During the year, clubs yadlala, so schedule about tight. So la chance to when every Springboks is dlala, because I think iba internationals, iba clubs. So i-players ngabuya andiyazi ke izawuhamba njani kule laws ye-players based overseas.
No, we cut off Lords. Look, it's this Italy game tomorrow. So it's the last game.
3 games. 3 games.
3 games, yeah. And then, okay. So it's a cut off, but game they've gotten a favor with England.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when we chat, unyanisile because nyani xa international games zizi on. Iyona chance iba khona leyo. It's whereby nayo SAA inokufumana chance idlale. New Zealand is an SAA no wabo. Next year
Next year we have a shortened season. Shortened season.
World Cup.
Yeah, World Cup season. So we have 1 match each. What's it called? Yeah, 1 match each. I don't know if the incoming European tours we have. I don't think we have. We just have a shortened season. So I think we've covered SAA here too. We can touch on tomorrow's game against the Italians, the Ferrari drivers. You know those guys. Yeah, but the fashion leading nation, Italy. The team for tomorrow. So let's talk about tomorrow's team. Let's talk about these beasts. The Springbok. We call them Amapokopoko in the native language of Wakanda. Amapokopoko. Shout out to Black Panther, by the way. I did catch. You had to catch a Black Panther, eh? You've not seen a Black Panther. I'd encourage you to go see a Black Panther. It's a nice movie. Ithimi Yakona is a very good movie. Okay. For me, Black Panther deserves an Oscar. But I encourage you to go see that and stop hating on the... Stop hating.
That's why it is.
Stop hating.
Okay.
The price guys is hating on Black Panther. Alright. Number 1, Ox. First off, World Cup.
I think it's mentioned last week.
We're gonna go again. We're gonna go again because there's new players.
Ox, yeah, World Cup.
Ticket like El Corner.
Yeah, Ox.
Ticket like El Punched.
So now I'm so active and I'm so game time.
Hashem, no, they played very well that match last weekend. Sokhetya. Bongi Bonambe.
Usheka njani. Ukhona Bonambe, even though we class last week we line outs.
No, because Bongi coming back from the injury. Against before we
did calls, say off Jan.
Bongi Bonambe. Sokhetya. Shout out to Sokhetya. Shout out to Sokhetya. I'm going to mention this in the last video.
Yeah.
I met him at the salon in Century City with my young boy. I felt his aura there in the salon. Obviously, I didn't want to impose, but shout out to Sokhetya. He's a very good role model, rugby player.
Yeah.
He's a very good rugby player. Yeah. But Spencer, Franz Malhelbre.
Yeah, obvious.
Beast. I like what the coaching is doing to Franz Malhelbre. They're giving him opportunity. They are fine tuning. And they're playing to his best abilities.
Yeah. And France a player as a risky.
But still has been beasting.
No, but look at essentially a player that he flashy, or he born like is a Kaba Zaideka.
Not a superstar, but he's
yes, I can't go Esther Pef. I can't go.
Yeah.
But essentially, I got player I know funny very well. Otherwise, efforts
But speaking of Ibn Etzebek, Salman Murat is his high school lock buddy.
Yeah.
Same high school. He's starting Stormers. From Salman Murat for me is a project. I liked how they approach Springbok coaches. You see here we've got 2 Stormers. Locks. Salman Murat was given his debut, but then he got injured. I like what the Springbok coaching staff does. They reward loyalty. They don't reward loyalty. They reward hard work.
Yeah.
So play enough, play well, and deserve to be a Springbok. the coaches will give you a chance. Like Elton, okay, when I come back to that issue, because the Elton situation, after Elton did a documentary with the Rugby Pass or some UK-based YouTube channel. Yeah, they did he explained to why he went to rehab. Urasa said Elton must go to rehab for the sake of him giving his career a chance. So we talk about coaches here who've got the ultimate trust in their players. Elton has had his mistakes, but you don't need to cast him away. And I see how they operate, and it's a very good initiative, you know. But again, we'll come back to the Elton issue. And yeah, you didn't read into it. Obviously, in future we'll do more research, and we'll do more research, me and Price. It's just that during the week, obviously, we will be so busy that we try, but we are so busy with you. Obviously, what you're doing here won't sustain while we live our lives, so we need to focus on that first, and then come back to this.
We have to secure the bag first.
Yeah, the bag. So this current was still securing the bag, and on a Friday after work, we come and do this thing. He joins the weekend guy on his many adventures. But anyway, coming back, Solomon, is he World Cup material for you?
No.
Wow.
No.
Yo.
No. So Venus allowed for me, no.
Okay, so Usama Mad for me is in the extended Springbok squad. It's not a problem. But who do you have before him? Besides Eben, Ulot, Notomata.
Obviously, you stay Manakazuboya. Not clear.
Nah, you can't. No, don't even put SA players in this mix.
Good, that guy.
I disagree. He's not making it into the Springboks. No, remember, Price. I'm a Bulls fan.
Yes.
I'm a Bulls fan. Remember, a Bulls fan. I'm 100% Bulls. Not here at this stage. He's still too young.
How old is he again?
I'm not sure. We'll research that and we'll put his age up on the screen. Send him be corrected. Remember, Abba, we're talking about the URC winning lock.
Okay.
We need to pay respect where respect is due. Price. Ne? These two locks. Ne? These two locks. Okay?
There isn't to see George. I think in a I'm not sure. It's like upper Springboks. There's locks, snell locks as means as well as open space flanks. That carpet. It means there's Mostert.
There's
Peter Steph.
First one.
Yeah, you go.
Franco Mostert, second one.
Okay.
Which other one? Evan Rose.
But
it's too short, but he can't fit.
What do you mean by short? Because
it's short.
No, I think one. If
yeah, but it's too short to play lock and flank. I'll come back to that when we highlight him on the thing. There is.
I think one. I think 1.9.
No. Remember, even we'll come back to me number 21 on the list. We'll come back. I'll tell you why I'm saying that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sinolanduk, Snezo utility Archie Razuboya. Gobanga, you play
Archias name. Don't worry, it's RG. Sneeman. Archias name. You see, the short of players. Hence, I'm saying. Now you're coming back to the point I'm referring to, or that Salaman Morat, specialist lock, Marvin Orr, specialist lock.
They played in Tanda. Low, yeah, was that lock by the way.
They're close. They're close in the SAA at the moment. Yeah, SAA. Remember, we're talking about the extended squad. 135 here for the plane. 2 in each position first. That makes 30. Then 5. So if you get 2 wings, 2 of each on the field, starting 15.
But makes
35. 35, yeah. And coming back to the Patka Pat Spence, the 1-2-3 combination, ask Ambon Fondin, where is and one? Former Bulls player, man. The non in for Chinaman. Trevor. Yeah. Where is Nyagan? Where is Nyagan? Rasi, where is Nyagan?
Detroit in the same position now.
Detroit is Thomas is in the SAA.
Yeah,
it's the SAA Thomas Detroit. He's captain of the SAA Thomas Detroit. Thomas Dutoit.
Okay, I think we're done with it. And then is locks, I think Musad Kupane locks.
Yeah, Ben Kusalan Morat for me is a 50-50 for the if he's fit enough and is able to prove himself. He's an extended squad. Okay. Price Salman Marat. Price says not going to the World Cup. We don't know. Marvin Ori. Aye. You see there, this is where we disagree. I'm a Bulls fan, but I watched East Thomas first game when they played the Connacht last year, first season. These guys are good. They need to be given a chance. Not necessarily given a chance, but you have to have Marvin Ori at the World Cup.
Yes,
Not to Marvin Ori.
There is in the situation like says he locks his banners with Zanzibar. Goku as players, I don't think it's a class level or a class of standard locks his banners.
High price. No. URC winning lock. URC winning lock to win a championship is not. Shout out to champions, by the way. As you can see, I'm a champion. URC winning lock for me. World Cup bound. We're disagreeing on that one.
Nah. AKA.
Clear.
Captain,
my captain.
Zolo.
Captain, my captain. National asset. National asset. Yeah, no. 440. Franco Mostert. Obvious. Two-time. We're going to be two-time. Jesper Vesta.
Yeah, you deserve an eye. Jesper Vesta.
50 Clark.
Oh,
wow.
He was supposed to get last week.
Wow.
He was supposed to
Faf. Wow. No, Faf. Wow. One word, Faf. Wow. Faf is coming back to his form. Where Faf? Hey, Faf. Hey, Fondaine. Let me put Fafu. He didn't even look, didn't even care about Ingen, you know. Ufaf, let me put Faf. Yeah, but the nip Faf. Damien.
Please, Valence.
Aye. Ungxizi. Ungxizi. Ungxizi.
Yeah, Damien is Valence. Yeah, deserve.
Multiple positions covered. I mean, multiple positions covered. We're not talking about fly half, first center. We call them first center, not half back or as New Zealand talk. We don't talk like that. Ungxizi, and Ungxizi, by the way, Ungxizi is a male cow. Anyway, so it's been turned and off. But anyway, World Cup bound, easy. Number 11, I still maintain, but I still maintain. This is just me. There's still competition for wings.
Healthy competition.
Yes. Ketley Arendse is unproven in the high ball, first of all. But Justin Colby is proven in the high ball. Okay. In the example, 11 where he's supposed to be at. If we play the high ball game, we've never in this European tour as Skyland, we've not played the high ball. The high ball kicks like when Pollard is around.
Yes.
The Pollard game.
But I did you sit the position 11, which left wing. Like Mascabes near chase off here.
As Skyland towards left wing. Who Pollard is right footed. Who the soccer 14? Who Pollard the flyer of number 10. Who is towards his right foot is always aiming that way. Number 14. When he kicks off this way.
Position of 11.
It's I personally am a Bulls fan, by the way. Cannot take him to the World Cup at this stage. Because remember, the Springboks, he fly after 200 Pollard. He's a right-footed kicker. The high ball Zaka will go to the right hand side.
You're being technical right now.
Yes,
so
because
no. Last week.
You see, this is where we differentiate in the game winner price. Is that we are able to analyze the game further to say, okay, Pollard will be the starting fly half in the World Cup final, for example. Cheslin is able to chase the Pollard high kicks. The only person who gives you a left-footed number 11 chase is Jaiva and Uvulileru. Kicks for Mapimbi. But most of the time, if Damien Dialindi decides to take a kick, you will kick it for Cheston Colby at 14. And Cheslin has proven himself to be able to jump and catch those kicks. So we come back to the point of the dynamic game. Yes, Ketli Arends can play fullback, can play right wing, but there's a but. In the Springbok High game, in the Nelspruit game, or in the Australia game, where Kinnan caught that ball, Kure run, whatever they call it.
I don't call it quickly. Just simple yes.
I watched the game.
Yeah. Umoya indlela ukhethle uvela andiyazi baleni manje uvela vele nje uvele phi but yavela that guy and what and hype ndiyafuna andivumelani nawe.
No, you see, heard him saying
about this guy.
Okay, guys.
Your eyes good this guy.
Okay, guys.
Wasn't a try.
Okay. The price is disagreeing with what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. And then ngoku xa uphila uphinthethe nango Chezi uthi uchezi bakho good ke hype all abantu banokuthi uthi and then uthi ngoba akabe ready for a World Cup. I didn't want to say there is in the benefit bedlaliswa ngoku sifuna i-depth team. So what's the point basibe sindlalisa ngoku kanti asifana i-depth? So when I was already for World Cup, I strongly believe in about the World Cup. Ketli, I'm not ticket. No, Ketli, not ticket. Ketli, France.
For me, there's Bunkos, there's Keenan Moody. So remember, I feel like when they sit and analyze these players, when you look at the video footage, I'm talking from a coach perspective. I've never been a coach, but I'm a business analyst. I'm an entrepreneur. But you look at it, because remember, you take 2 players per position. We need 2 number 11s. We need 2 number 14s. The first number 14 we have is Cheston Colby.
Last World Cup is not 2 number 11s.
No, we had a utility player. Franz Stein was. You can switch around. The one who's gone to. We had utility players to cover backline. So. Warren Khalant was there. He could play wing. Yeah, they can put together utility players at this stage. He's a utility player. Okay. It's a 50-50. Must up.
And Kenan Moody, I don't think Kenan Moody will redeem now. Is very, very good and picky, but I don't think Usunga catch Kenan Moody over Ketli Arends. It's not just when I mentioning one. One try and. Defense
no, she doesn't want to try. Yes, much one against Australia in a versatile environment.
Yeah.
But the task was given, and he delivered.
True.
Against a proven rugby player. Remember what you're looking for. The fundamentals of the game plan the Springbok play with. It was the first time seeing them playing. They receive the ball. They don't go. They don't kick. They go back.
Technically,
it's because I'm a technical. The phone up, Hotman, Kayamalotana, is going to be interviewing him in the future. Unansi, man, black man. I just forget his name. Black. Let's just forget the black.
Let me tell us quick if we are technical. I don't think calls about technical. Kakuli allow players who's express
no rugby
because you always thinking from a technical and go I believe about technical
rugby is a technical sport.
True that solo sport is wouldn't be technical,
yeah.
But because
remember we're looking for that. We're looking for technicality. We're looking for the players.
True. But kaloku Ketli Arends unento yonke uthi Kenan Moody uyatry against Australia kokwayo, it's fine. Ulantuka nomjita beqala i-debut match yakhe was against the All Blacks. Afumana try enjani against the All Blacks Ketli Arends. And what of money if it wasn't for Ulantuka awise Gordon Barrett I think guys are women of the match like
no remember no Price, remember how he got that try. How did he get the try?
Look at your arm.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Who gave him Price? Who gave him the try?
No, Kenan Moody. What jump and
No. Kenan Moody. Oh no, Kure run is not short.
He's Andre stays in center.
Yeah.
besithi ke understand you on wasn't besithi na also understand number 12 ngomso uyadeserve ukuba khona etimini ngomso and
is it World Cup material?
yeah World Cup even though ke siyayazi ba uzaqala uDamian ku12 Valence but ngiyamfuna unabe khona phela into ke and ingasengadlali xa kuthiwa mhlawumbe kudlalwa kuthiwa yinokane top tier and then
Top tier nation.
then kube khona ezinye ke ngoku
Second tier
ingasengadlali so kayidlala ke kudlalwa ne second tier nations uyabona ingasadlali manje even not ongena no complex abekhona uma kudlalwa namangesi abekhona noma zonke into top tier le
I'm gonna pose a question, Bryce, before I switch to myself on the camera. Before I call on the switch.
All right.
Besides Damon Dialinde, which other number 12 do we have? Number 12, 1, 2.
Number 12, Femzad.
Out and out, 12-year-old. 12-year-old.
Nice one.
Yeah, out and
nice
out.
One. Now 12, by the way.
Yeah. I have you. Yeah. Shout out to I have you, by the way.
So number 12, first nine, Gubana. This time that's
Again. Let's start there.
Yeah.
No one. So Andre is the best 12 we have. Besides Damien Tierney.
Oh, okay.
Is the next in line. So yes. He has to be in the World Cup. So remember, look, we talk about 2 players each position.
Yeah.
Number 12 is defined as with Damien first because the coach is a World Cup winning number 12. Okay, let's pay respect where respect is due. World Cup winning number 12. The next guy is Andre Esterhuizen, Premiership Player of the Year, but the next best guy we have. That's how we end World Cup bound. All right.
Number 13, Dukes.
National treasure. What do you call him?
Dukes.
National treasure.
Okay. Can we set up Damien?
Damien's at number 12 starter. So we can't count him. We're not going to count.
Oh, okay.
13. He's not a 13.
It's not a 13 card.
Yeah.
But what's I look at this set of great players as called the team in the homes. That's what we're talking about.
Oh wow! My mind just bypassed him at 13. I didn't even see that he was there. Weke is a substitute for now, but we talk about the best number 13 in the world.
Yeah.
Look on your arm. World Cup bound. The question is, okay, Jessica Real, number 2 for arm. So we're done. We sorted.
Yeah.
Can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Number 14.
Oh, Cheslin Kobe.
Ungxizi.
For pies.
Ungxizi. I better clean out. So, but who comes after him when he's not injured? Is it Kenan Moody? Is it Bungozi?
Yep.
This is where we are. Because only out of the 3 of them, only 2 can go.
So what you man get?
So for as a Blue Bulls fan, and the Sharks.
So
Number 11.
So
It depends. It depends still because Osbu can play 11. He's playing 11 at Bulls at the moment.
I need to say number 14 and I'll catch you.
Okay, for me, as to pay respect, respect is due.
Yeah.
And I always maintain Usbungo is going to the World Cup. Then Cheslin will form part of the 5 going 35 on it.
Mm-hmm.
So the first 30, Usbu is in the first 30. Okay. Makazole.
Durex.
11. Cheslin 14. Usbu goes bench for 11 or 14 utility wing. Then between Kenan Moody and Ketley Arens, I give to Ketley Arens because
thank you.
Ketley Arens can cover fullback.
Yeah. Yes.
So this is how Kenan Moody misses out of the World Cup. No. This is how Kenan misses out in the first 30.
Okay.
Ne?
Okay.
Other than that, if it's in the 30, if it's in the last 5, then it's there as the cover for wing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
So Ketley makes it World Cup, but cover, not starter.
Coming back to the top tier teams players as also against Landuka, because if you can if you come in that group,
Ireland, must you check Ireland? Ireland got our biggest New Zealand from last year. So Scotland and Ireland Pool B against the reigning champions Esat d'Afrique. So we're playing Ireland and Ireland and Scotland in the same group. It's a tough group. No, we have a tough group. Ireland is not a walkover.
Scotland.
It's Scotland, man. Sorry, it's Scotland. No, we need to play our best players. Hence, I'm saying what Oras are doing now.
The time they have only 2 years in the group.
No, look, I'm saying to qualify the.
Okay.
Hence,
qualify.
Yeah, but still, I mean, Damien at number 12 starts against Ireland. He rests against Scotland because Ukona, Andre. So we've got cover. Okay, Oras is the genius. Must be honest, Oras is genius. Are you satisfied with the fullbacks?
The fullback,
World Cup bound.
Yeah, World Cup. Yeah,
and then
you know, look.
For me,
I don't think Snayo any fullback ngaphandle kwelanduka utility snaps man.
Warren Khalan.
Oh, yeah,
that's out. They're gonna say, but still, whatever is good. You are still winning fullback.
Yeah,
I always maintain and I want to keep.
Yes, the reason is because but I got in the end of the Springboks. The Springboks is a new Chesley fullback. Kelly Adams like man chance to do fullback because position like. So Sizamala Landuka la players be flexible and you must understand with the position, low position it test at test level. So you Ugaland, I don't think
he plays 14.
Ugaland.
And then it's a 15.
So, yeah, it's a 15, but
Warren Khan for me.
Sorry, 15.
Yeah.
The obvious is first choice. So hence the city line.
For me, I still maintain in the last 5. If you take the last 5 players out of the last 5 spots, it's a 3-2 splits between forwards and backs. You're gonna have Warren Khalant, you're gonna have Kenan Modi, then you have 3 forwards.
I disagree. Springboks, I totally disagree with you. Because these Springboks, it's not that many players, it's not 15, because zifuna but thing there's Kelly Arens, Chesney Kobayam Zaman 15, Damian Williams 15, Paula does not number 10. So I don't think because of Nikolanduka or Haland too. I don't think. No.
They okay. So if we were to put
and is Gomagazu maker. Best net talk Kangabeko set up your box.
Which one?
Incoming Landuka ye
winners. He was there. He never played, but he was there.
Rugby Championship, mix.
No, he was there. He only left after the Rugby Championship. He was there. The only reason he's missing the European tour, Warren Khaland, is because he's starting his France career. He let him catch Trevor Nyakan.
But I can't play the post.
He is, but
set up.
No, specifically, remember Warren Khaland, and Warren, you can correct me on this. He specifically asked to be excluded from the end of year tour to start his European France tour. That led in Montpellier. It's not Montpellier because Montpellier that's where Copas Raneka plays. Let him at Argentina with the colors. What's it called? Anyway, I'll put up on screen the team he plays for. Warren Khaland. The only reason he's not here right now, the only like Udwayne and Warren Khaland are in the same bracket in a sense. They've been given time to focus on their club careers, to establish themselves in the French team, in a French rated team. Warren and the starting games there. For me, that's where we disagree. We are disagreeing to agree that Warren, but for me, Warren Khaland is a World Cup player. We're talking about, let's talk about credentials first. Fullback. Valero is playing in Japan, and the only reason he can make a Springbok is because he's playing less games in Japan. He's got more time to focus on the international game.
That's not the only reason.
No. Wait. I'm gonna come back to experience.
Okay.
I'm gonna come back to why it's good. It's like taking Usia Kolis and taking him to Japan to relax a bit. The fact that he's playing in Japan less games than we play in South Africa.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not that good.
Oh, yeah.
He's just got more time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like Peter Steph, I guarantee, and I'm standing here for now, Peter Steph to join the next World Cup 2023.
Yeah.
Based on what has happened in his career moving to Japan, he's going to be a beast. Beast.
I mean, like Ungxizi,
Beast. Yabona is just because he's coming back from a huge thigh injury. Peter Steph 2023 is going to show you flames. I'm not even. I don't even doubt it. You can't go from a 2019 World Player of the Year. He got injured, but he's coming back and is playing full games this entire box season.
Yeah.
The only reason he can play the entire box season, every match being picked, is because he's playing less games in Japan, not as physical. Then he's got time to build his like Majaivan Villero. He's got time to build his talent back. Beast mode. 2023, watch out. I'm not even gonna lie to you. These guys who are playing right now, it's like we were back in 2018.
Yeah.
The way things are transpiring with the refs and everything. But I'm telling you, it's gonna be a problem. The Springboks gonna be a problem.
Moving on. Number 16, Malcolm Marx. Bench.
Fiumbago, there's nothing to say about him. Proven.
Yeah.
Stephen Kitchoff, number 17.
Go proven. Number
Proven.
17, proven.
Aye.
Verified.
Verified, yeah. Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter. Yeah.
Twitter. Blue tick.
Yes.
Blue tick.
Vincent Koch.
Blue tick.
Yeah.
Even. Blue tick.
Weapon is that with. You. Kwacha Smith. For me, I'm Kwach. I am Kwach. For me,
Kwacha is makes the 35. Not the 30.
Yeah.
35.
Yeah.
Okay, because let me elaborate why. Okay, make the 30, not 35, because he's in the first 30.
Yeah.
I know he's basing. No, the bit disappointed, man. With Jack in France. It's just disappointing in France, but
that's only just one game. It's the thing you focus on the machine one.
Yeah, no.
That's the thing.
So, my mistake. It's a mistake.
Yeah.
It's a mistake.
It's a benching. Yeah. He steals. La excitement. Type injective. You know, back line. Yo, that guy.
Yeah, no, we can't.
Yeah. So no, Ivan Bruce. Anytime again, man. Yeah. No homo.
Who even Rose for me is a World Cup player.
Yeah.
The problem is he's in the last 5 for me. He's the first forward in the last 5. Because of one reason. There's Uyaspa, there's Udwayne, and then there's him. Udwayne will be our veteran. Udwayne will be our veteran player, the only one, by the way.
Yeah.
Udwayne will be the veteran player. So we give it to them for that.
And they're doing it.
Yeah, you need a World Cup experience winning. Yeah, so even I am looking at him for the next 2027 World Cup. He is my number 8.
Yeah. And the impact, coming back to the point cut drain, you take by a veteran and we all know we are doing a veteran. But you excitement, even Bruce, no message from Dwayne. Impact to Dwayne and I on the players, on young players.
Yeah.
So, yeah, cool.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no. For me, even Ross, Peter Steph cover. Peter Steph Titoy. So for that, he's World Cup bound.
Yeah.
But let's be specific.
Yes,
He's not an 8th man. Peter Steph cover. Yeah, for me, if we take him as a 7, he covers Peter Steph.
And he has a saying at this strict when it comes to Ilan. If men wabo, I like kind of manage you if men with Springboks. Like you feel team 8th man. Also a quite easy good box. Box and has positions in Jalo, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, he has positions in Jalo. Like Nipanji, Kubula and Nala 6 Kasha Kolis.
Hence, my captain, Number 6 for Bulls. Who the captain? Marcel is not there.
Yeah, so
There's a criteria. I was actually thinking about it today, but why is Marcel not in the box? And he's too big.
Yeah.
He's too big. He's too heavy. He's too big to be a Springbok. Usia is way lighter.
Yeah, lighter. Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing another role. Marcel is just too big to cover, because you'll see, to be honest, when he decides to take over a game, he's unstoppable.
Yes,
So
last 6, last 8, no, not 10, no 15 good box. I'll need 10 good box. We're going to see a class. 10 box. Whoa.
A freestyle. It's not a freestyle.
No 15. Kufunga 15 because even though this guy Francis Stein, now I don't go in and out because position.
But utility.
Yeah, Papa Nkuku was utility. So like after after Pesman go over 15. Oh, I imagine feel. Any players just come and go. 15. I'll give a box. 10 and 15, 6, 8. I got touch over. That touch over. Yeah, we wings guy experiment. Okay. Yeah. China again.
Kupas Reinacher?
Yeah. We have deserved Kupas.
Quality. World Cup winning scrum off. Oh, man, Leibach.
That's a player.
For me, is the cover at 10.
Yeah.
But Ura, serious man, he's a 35. For me, Mani Leibach is a 30 on the 5. 35 player. If Alton Yankees comes back, because I think Alton Yankees, and we can dwell on that and try and elaborate on that a bit. Yeah, but Alton Yankees have got a chance to come back. His Uras, he has not crushed his hope. So with that being said, it's a 30. So there's 2. He can be competing with Mani Leibach on the second spot after 100 Pollard.
Elton, eh?
Yeah, Elton. Yeah.
Elton.
Elton.
So
I have an open mind.
Yeah.
I know the last episode in crushing, I was crushing him like crazy, but I do give him. It's a 20. I don't know, 20 out of 100. He makes it or not, we don't. No. Alton, it's up to you, mate.
It was like gameless. Australia, ne? Was it Australia?
No. Wales, first one.
Wales.
Hey, Kaka. You. Yes. But again, there are many factors influencing that. Hopefully, tomorrow we get a comprehensive performance from the Springboks. Italy, we should beat them. Based on the team we've picked, Springboks should win. They should win by a comfortable margin. Let's move on. Oh, Ngosiam, we talk about cricket. Now we're talking. Before that, on a quick note, let's do a quick note. Price, what do you know about Bafana? Nothing. Well done to Bafana yesterday. They won something. I don't even know. I saw Temba's one in the team, but we will reflect in the team. We'll put them up. Pirates. I think Seleng is a Pirates player.
Yeah,
I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan.
Why talk
of the town? But I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan. So from us Kaizer Chiefs fans, Bafana, you're not making any impact. Especially after I watched the Dr. Kumalo documentary. I feel like our football is not good enough, especially after our hero with the t-shirt behind me. The shout out to Dr. Kumalo, by the way. Shout out to Joris Kosana, the super striker. Shout out to the vintage. I just want to say, give a big shout out to vintage South African football before 1998, before Benny McCarthy. After Benny McCarthy came through at 17 years in the AFCON, and Jomo Sono was the coach. Shout out to them. As far as what is going on with Bafana at the moment, good luck to them. We don't give up. Let's move on. Test cricket, another one.
Yeah, Test cricket.
I am bordering of not giving a, but let's move on. What?
Test cricket. Test cricket. Quick about Test cricket. So it's quite discussion as Australia. Yeah, series 17 December.
Where?
Australia.
Where? In Australia? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hamba kaloku comfortable kodwa actually. Comfortable. Kaloku
Who's the opening batsman? Besides
Dean
Kunyawo?
Elgar.
And who?
Elgar was
Elgar is captain of the test series, most.
Yeah. And
With who?
And uskorile ngiyadeserve bapha kulantuka.
No, Dean Elgar is captain. Kaloku, we didn't have a captain. We didn't have a problem with the tests. We have a problem with the 1 days and
Yes.
T20s.
Just ulantuka udla ngovula no bevula no Aiden Makram akapikwanga akekho squad because of khanga score 2 this season. 2 Aiden Makram ngoku bevula no.
But you don't reward players in the Proteas. You don't reward players in the Protea squad to make sure that you continue, because remember, an international player will always be an international player.
Of which you official bange.
An international player will always be an international
True.
player. So an opening batsman against Australia will always be an opening batsman against Australia. So if you picked Den Ingram,
Aiden Makram.
he knows the environment. He's off form domestically.
Yeah.
But
No, we'll have national team off particular domestic.
he's been performing.
Yo.
So why not? Anyway, I'm not a cricketer.
And
I would love to have Kolanga Prize. I would love to have Ayavuya, by the way. Turn around the t-shirt. Let's see this t-shirt. Want this guy to be here once in a while. Mr. Mioli, to give us a little bit more insight in terms of... Yeah, he's the one who's going to give us more insight in terms of what is going on in terms of the current test team. But we will try and comment. But in the future, we're hoping to have him here.
First Lions ziyadlala ngoku zikwi-4 day zikwi-matches like now. Yeah, ziyadlala ne-Cobras, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, ziyadlala like 4 day.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 day. It is
4 day tournament. Yeah.
4 day.
So Ivy is in the team.
No.
So Ivy is on the team, but we want to have him in the future to give us more knowledge into the cricket sphere in South Africa. I have lost contact since the last. I think the only player I really remember is Hansi Cronje. After that, Alan Donald was Costa World Cup. I think that's the last time I remember watching cricket.
So Dean Elgar, uyavula captain uyavula.
Yes.
Uyavula then bubuza nini ba udla ngovula Aiden Makram.
Yeah.
Makram akekho kwasesquatini. So obviously uzavula no Sarel Evie.
Who's that?
They scored 100. Was it debut against New Zealand this year. Sarel Evie. You open
From which team?
Titans.
Provincially.
Titans
are based in
Pretoria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Centurion.
Centurion, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And then Themba Bavuma ukhona. Themba Bavuma ndimfuna esquatini too, because Themba Bavuma ndiyava uthiwa Themba Bavuma yi-test player. Sekumzuzula ukubavuma ekhona kulantuka kwi-setup ye-Proteas, but I think average, I don't think ifika na 40.
Kodwa ke price, I mean, I'm more like if you look at it from Uthemba is just off form. How long has he been off form?
Okay. Ndithetha nge-players na i-players esikwazi win.
I'm talking about the players who've been picked. Uthemba Bavuma is in the pick. But how long has he been off form in terms of Meseke T20 and in the format he's been picked for? How long has he been off form? Because 1 day e-test is longer than a 1 day.
True. In South Africa, okay, maybe na ilanduka nation. Openers akho yazi by is average 40, 45, 50. Umzekelo Smith, I think I average 49 if I'm
Graham Smith?
Yeah,
it was whack most of the time. Let's be honest, it was whack.
But look at the average. In the just look at it's the average.
Yeah, it was fine. It was always there.
Because we scored 200. Tell me Graham Smith. I pin.
Flop.
I pin. Australia. I scored 100.
Pin the flop.
Yeah, so Graham Smith average.
Doesn't matter. Okay, fine. Let's continue.
So,
okay.
Then look, and then go back. Players must reward on the form. Last week, Yanaman Malan. If I go first class, no average 49. Imagine. But I'm like this Landuk. We and then go, but I can test for Landuk. I sent the squad for a test. But today, ODI for Landuk Proteas. So I has set up a national team. average 45 ka-ODI. That guy scored 100, ingathi into easy nje.
Julian Malala is the next AB.
Yanaman Malana, no, that's Devout Spravis.
Oh, Devout Spravis,
He's
okay.
also young now, by the way, Yanaman Malana.
Yeah,
He's also 25, 26.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Guy is scoring. Okotsi is a very debut, he's a bowler. 156 Ks, 155 Ks, yeah, child. So I must have called a couple of babies. But we couldn't, I think we Cobras. De Brain. Keep on doing keep it. I think the Titans, Phantasm. I think the Titans, yeah, Dalekon Oxytapy Proteas, but yeah, cool. Sarah Evir. No, I was saying, I think maybe games about 5. Globally, the best some score 100 to New Zealand. And then Simon Hammer, spinner, it's very, very good. They say England for the longest time. But
remember, if Ujika from England, the test, what's it called, the White Ball series is England. It's a famous name, they played it lost. But anyway, if you can turn it domestically, doesn't mean you can turn it internationally.
Yeah, it's also good to this year perform for the Proteas. Because Siluzay series only just won this year. Only against England. Otherwise, obviously win. I'll go back to Simon Hammer. But then it's squad in. Let's about brief about we squad because yeah. It's been no Klassen. Oh, by the way, you didn't Elgin, Liberal Tin Elgin, scored 137 as well. But the Lane Chechens, the Lane Cobras, live now. It's been no Klassen, wicket keeper, will be subpetition. I think we probably look 200. So the Lane Cape Cobras no. So now you deserve a Wolandu. Done exit that here for tears. But Maharaj, yeah, deserve because there wasn't Bobby Bet, you know. Yeah, spinner, there wasn't Bobby Bet. Ungxizi,
yeah, proven.
Yeah,
IPL winning.
Yeah. So
the problem with Ungxizi is that we can only call him an IPL winning fast bowler. Where is the World Cup?
Yeah, Jesus.
Where is what's it called? Is it called the Test Shield or something like that? It's a shield.
Yeah, Babane Million is it called a mace?
Yeah, the mace. Yeah, the way there. Yeah.
Can you imagine Graham Smith?
You? Wow.
So hey, you say solid that. Yeah. Kali Smith, Quentin de Kock.
We talk about legends, yeah.
AP de Villiers. Yeah. Dale Steyn. It's too much. It's too much. Sibeno Ungxizi ya deserve. Bafomisha yenye ilandu inyi team nje nguye no not kiye khona Rabata as taking players as mekile Rabata.
For me,
what class?
By class.
Besa not John Steve Smith ku Twitter. Ubethi pick top 5 yakhe wabizwa Rabata. Manje players indi Virat Kohli. Forgot the others. Not key yet. Yeah, make not key. West Carolina, Australia is Boyashesha. So I think 157 Ks on clock. Speno Stirman. Last game and Bugele could take yake.
I'm feeling, you know.
I didn't feel it, Stirman. But as Stefan Dawson, but I'm not performing, we could test. Otherwise, he's very consistent when we ball him short. Could check the overs. Very, very consistent. I think I've make an average of 70 at some point. Yeah, was very, very good to Stefan Dawson. Teammate Aya. And then Sveno Kyle Varane. Shout
out to Aya, by the way.
Yeah, teammate Yake. Yeah. Sana launch boti le Brandy. Stefan Dawson. By Janga win. Then we'll Kyle Varane.
Who does specifically?
I'll tell you why. There's this guy called Kushle Cooks. Yeah, Kushle Cooks.
The Master Cooks, yeah,
yes,
we need to have them cooks.
Very good.
Yeah, cooks, yeah, we need to have them cooks.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yo, cook, shout out to cooks.
My friend is many clips like I make clips like his music clips is a bit nice, bro.
Yeah.
It's very, very good. So, yeah, interviewer. Papa has interviewed. Why I keep his interviews?
Yeah. I think the last one he did was the ice block.
cooler box,
the cooler box
yes.
one, yeah.
So we have interview ngokwakhe. So uyabuzwa izithini plans zakho zale
The festive season.
the winter.
Yeah.
Uthi ufike le relationship because kuyabana there's load shedding. Ula so nje sonulaunch i-brand it's winter so then it by check winter. The very cooks yafuna cooks.
Yeah, cooks. So we have cooks. Shout out to cooks. Please come through one day.
It's been a Kyle Varane. Yeah, deserve. I think I got top 5 here. We about first class performance last season. I'm not sure. We kept Cobras now. It's been a Kaya Zondo. Dolphins is very, very consistent. Captain of Dolphins, it's very, very consistent. Kaya Zondo. Bebe Bamza Lapa would test, but I got perform, but any chance now. Yeah, see, Kabili look cricket Proteas. Hopefully, it's going to be a series Australia because he has my big series Proteas in Australia. Dango.
Yes, in cricket, one of my former teachers in high school, Ungxizi, is
my coach.
Yeah. Also, because went to same high school, Ungxizi was the president of the CSA. You know, when you grow up and think, obviously, it's just Eastern Cape, so Wakanda forever. We are in main sports, by the way. Like Eastern Capeans are in main sports. I was in Sumakaya, Takeza, Tamakaya, make it, made it. Makandin.
Oh, the
Mac. So we are in many sports, by the way. So this is like an encouragement and to show people that, you know, sometimes, but the only sport, to show people sometimes that we can make it in many sports. But the only sport we are work at, very work, is soccer or football. And the World Cup is coming up in the next 2 to 3 days. I don't know. Is it 8 days, 7 days? I don't know. But Bryce, what are you going for?
For me, yeah. National teams, kunzima uthi ba team ethile ezakuthathela because yakwazi team ifike ibe zizitazi zonke but zifike zingajeli like izifana naxa kuze kwi-club yazo because kwi-club yazo zihlala zonke like it's a very same thing with them isithetha kwi-SA kwi-rugby so kunzima ukutsho but thina zahamba ne-Portugal yam.
Oh my God.
CR7 umntana. CR7 phambi bedibane noBruno Fernandes adibane bakane player ye-Man City.
Whatever that guy's name is.
Bakane player I forgot flip. But in Portugal. CR7. What about Brazil for me. For me, one thing about Brazil is that 5-time champions. You cannot take a proven entity and disapprove the formula, meaning that those guys have done it before. Brazil, obviously, I would have hoped our football as South Africans would have evolved to a level of but the Brazil from but the problem is I would have said France. But there are many injuries in the World Cup teams. I mean, Pogba is not there. What the other guy, the short one? The France. Kante is not there. Sadio Mane is not there. It's going to be a third World Cup. But being on the World Cup and talking about the World Cup, did you know, Bryce, that Qatar is a very racist country? And things have transpired that in Qatar, for example, what me and you are doing, we cannot do. Yeah.
Just to talk about general issues. You know, we've always been, so we are from an African country, and we are from a democratic, freedom-related country. Our women, whether you're Muslim, whether you're Christian, you are free to practice your religion. But in other countries, not to be specific on the World Cup country, women are not allowed to practice what they are supposed to be. So women are not free. And this is what like Ungxizi Beda said when she became Miss Universe, that women, based on the clip she just said, women are free, cannot discriminate because we are males and we oppress females. So this is a bit of an objection to the World Cup, but I'm going to say this. We live in a democratic society where our women are not oppressed. Muslim, Christian, Bundu, whatever. You are free to practice your religion without anyone imposing any values, and we support those values. The weekend guy supports those values, and we are against that. Anyone should live freely. Shout out to Nelson Mandela, as he said in all his speeches. So there's that issue with this World Cup. We need to be harder there. The human resource element, or the human element of females being oppressed in a nation. I would not be standing here if I was not born from a female. So why should I feel entitled to oppress a female? Or why should a female hide themselves and not have the same freedom as you and me? This is going to go across as an anti-Muslim statement, but it's not. It's not religiously placed. With we stand against in this in group media, and the weekend guy stands against discrimination of anyone, black, white, Muslim, Christian, Bundu, whatever it is. We live in an equal society and want everyone to be successful. Moving on, Price. Brazil is my favorite. Because the reason for yes, you're right. You're not the only one. We're all feeling it, and that impact. It's not like we're going to a World Cup here. No, the reason for that is because the media is oppressed in that country with the World Cup. The media is oppressed in that country. It's not a free World Cup. This is a World Cup organized by the old regime of FIFA, which is not inclusive to the values of FIFA. Sport is what unites us. So you cannot stand against sport and discriminate because you are Muslim, you are Christian, you are Buddha, you are whatever. Religion and sport, they don't combine. Whatever values we have, don't stand against the rest. There's a law we have here in South Africa which says disturbance of the peace. You can do whatever you want at whatever time you want, as long as that doing does not disturb the other person. Do you understand? Okay, it doesn't matter how long it will go. Anyway, Brazil. So I can cut what I've just said, I can cut it off. Like literally, you cut it off. I can cut off what I've just said. So, yeah,
it's fine. It's very nice.
So today, I'm gonna be playing. We are going to be playing the FIFA game as in the previous episode. Brazil versus Portugal. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. That's coming up. Anyway, UFC. No. Let me start here.
That's you.
Let me start here, Price. Let me start here.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me start here. Leave me.
Okay.
Brazil is a very diverse nation. So if you compare Brazil to Africa, we're the same nation.
Yeah.
Ne?
Yeah.
The difference between Brazil and us South Africans is that in Brazil they've got this thing called, there's a jiu-jitsu, they've got their own martial arts style called capoeira. From that, they've developed a martial arts style. So Brazilians are very good martial artists. Ne? So if you look at two-time belt-holding champion, what's that lady's name? There's a lady, but they're good in martial arts. We're South Africans work with martial arts or whatever. So anyway, I just said whatever there.
Do you know what I'm saying?
We don't know that. So, but the nice thing about martial arts is that you can come through and express your style anytime. Let's talk about these two individuals. Adesanya versus Pereira. Alex, what's his name?
Okay, my colors are the land. When I'm Joe, yes, no matter so, and he understand and I'm kind of from the UFC, but the bonnet, a point is it called a point system?
Yeah.
So, go around around the 5, you know?
Yeah.
So, Adesanya, I think when he has been stagnating, and then we lose that thing.
Okay. So here's what happening. So here's what happened. Alex Pereira versus Adesanya. Adesanya was because of copyright issues, we can't put in the entire fight. Adesanya was leading from round 2 to 3, 4.
4,
yeah. Alex Pereira's coach whispered to Alex Pereira and said, "Dude, you're losing. You're losing." Here's where Alex...
Subscribe now and never miss a beat.
This is why we love the podcast. This is why we do the podcast, guys.
This is the Weekend Guy Podcast.